Hello, thank you for joining us in this presentation. My name is Ana Martinez from the California Strawberry Commission. Today, our presenter is Omar Gonzalez from the UC Davis Breeding Program. He's here today to give us a brief introduction to the UC Davis Breeding Dashboard.
All right, hello, thank you, Anna. To start off, we'll go to the Strawberry Commission website. So just this is the homepage. And so today we'll be talking to you about like our information of yield data and then disease resistance to towards the different diseases. And so where you find that information here on the commission website is you click on the pest management and then you go to the breeding section. And when you click on it, it'll take you to all of that data. So here you'll get a little introduction of our program. And so we've been, the UC Davis breeding program has been for over 50 years, focusing on yield. But now currently the program is focusing more on disease resistant varieties and specifically focusing on many of the different diseases that we have. Here, there's a link that you can find more information on our program and on more of the stuff that we do. And this is the napplantsciences.ucdavis.edu website. Here on this page, we also have our short day reports and day nature reports. And this is a field day that we had in 2018. We have a PDF there where you can find information on the yield data and of that specific season. We will also be adding the extreme day nature reports, but that will be coming once we have more field days. Now, if you go down on this specific web page that's where we're currently at, you'll get to the disease resistance and yield. And so here, you'll see the University of California strawberry varieties resistance, and it'll show you all of our cultivars that we have data on and the specific resistance and susceptibility to different diseases. And the ones we focus on are Macrophyllomina, Verticillium, Fusarium, and Phytophthora. Now, on the left-hand side, you'll see three different windows. And so you have the option to select by day neutral, extreme day neutral, or short day cultivars. And now day neutral cultivars are cultivars that are mainly grown in the north. And these are specifically like Monterey, San Andres, and some of our newly released cultivars like Moxie, Royal Royce, and Valiant. We also have our extreme day neutral cultivars, which are cultivars that have strong flowering, and they're not too sensitive to the photo period. And so these are mostly grown in the summer plantings. And some of these cultivars are Portola, UC Davis, the Finn, and Mojo, which are two of our newly released cultivars. Now you can also select short day cultivars, which are cultivars that are grown mainly in the south. And some of these are like, for example, our Fronteras and Camarosa. Now, for example, I'm gonna select the day neutral cultivars. And from there, I'm gonna focus on Monterey, and then on Moxie, which is one of our newly released cultivars. Now, here's the legend specifically saying what each number and color is saying about how the resistance of the cultivar to the diseases. So if the cultivar has a green and a number 1, it's resistant to the disease. If it has a 4 and it's red, it's susceptible to the disease. And then we also have a lighter green and a number 2 option, which is moderately resistant, and an orange color, which is number 3, which is a moderately susceptible. Now here we're looking at Monterey and Moxie, which are both day neutral, and you can see that they're both susceptible to Macrophyllomina. Now, as far as Verticillium, you can see that Moxie is moderately resistant to Verticillium, and Monterey is moderately susceptible. As for Fusarium, you can see that Moxie is resistant to Fusarium, and Monterey is susceptible to Fusarium. And then you can also see that both cultivars, Moxie and Monterey, are moderately susceptible to Phytophthora. Now I'm going to go to the second page, and I'm going to show you more information on our yield data. So in this page, you're going to get information of fruit weight in pounds per acre by variety, and this is showing it of all of our districts. And now if I scroll down a little bit, you can see that our graphs are separated by the Watson-Salinas district, by the Santa Maria district, and the Oxnard district. On the left-hand side, you can see that we can select data by trial year. So we have from 2016 to 2020. We can select either day neutral, extreme day neutral, or short day information. We can select by variety as well, and also production type. Now, for an example that I'm going to show you is from 2018. You can see that here we have both organic and conventional information. Now, if a year doesn't have organic information or conventional, that just means that we didn't get data on that specific, on either on those specific cultivars or on those specific type of production systems. Now, as for the first window, I'm showing you is the pounds per acre, and you can see that UC Davis Moxie, Valiant, and Royal Royce all outperform Monterey in both the Watsonville, Salinas, and Santa Maria district. Now, in this chart, you'll see the pounds per acre on the y-axis and then the variety on the x-axis. Now, as for the actual yield data, you can see here you can see the yield data over time in the season. So starting in April to October for the Watsonville Salinas district, and then February to October in the Santa Maria district. Now, what's nice about these graphs is that you can select specific time points. And so if you click on one cultivar, it'll specifically highlight, so that, for example, that's Monterey, and in June, it'll tell you how much yield data I had in June. And then you can click it again and unselect it. And when you scroll your mouse over the window of the graph, you'll see the different time points and all the different data points of that specific time point. So for example, in April, you can see the information there. If I scroll to the right to June, I'll see the differences there. And you can do that, so on and so forth. What you can also do in this graph is if you select the two bottom arrows, you can see that the information, the x-axis is going to change. So the first one showed your information by the month. And then I click the arrow, it'll show it in the week of the year, and then also show it days of the year. Now, what you can also do is click, if you click at this filter button, it'll show you what you're actually seeing on this specific graph. So right here, it's a day neutral, it's in Salinas Watsonville district, it's not organic, and it's year 2018. But if I click, and then you can also click on the right button here, and it'll increase the screen of that specific chart, and you can see everything in this example, it's by day, but you can also see it in the month or the week, and you can see the data there, the differences in that specific day. And then when you want to go back to the regular screen, you go up here to the back to the report. Now I'm going to show you the organic version instead of the conventional. So here you can see that we only have data for the Santa Maria district. Now, so this is a day neutral, so we're specifically only going to get data for the Santa Maria district and Watsonville Salinas district. If I were to click on the short day cultivar, you're going to see that I only have information for the Austin district. So if there's no data in the specific district, that means we didn't take data there, or the cultivar is specifically not grown there, so that's why we don't have data as well. And so for this example in the day neutral, you can see that Valiant, Royal Royce, and Moxie also outperform Monterey in the Santa Maria district in our organic field. Also, just to mention, all of this data has been collected from either our UC Davis campus trials or with the Cal Poly Strawberry Center campus trials, and also in collaboration with growers. So most of the yield data is in collaboration with the growers, and our disease information is specifically from our UC Davis campus and working with the Cal Poly Strawberry Center. Now I'm going to go to page 3. So I go down below and I go to the third page. And you'll see the information a little bit different. So it's going to be in fruit weight and trace per acre by district. And then you also get graphs where you see the data in monthly average trace per acre, weekly average trace per acres. And then on the left-hand side, you'll see that you can select the data by district. So Orange County, San Diego County, Oxnard District, Salinas, Watsonville District, and Santa Maria District. You can also select it by year, and I'll show you again the trace per acre or pounds per tray. And now if you go to the last graph in this page, you'll see the district acreage by planting period and variety. So you see the cultivars and when they were planted, so the fall period or summer planted, and how much of the acreage there was for each of those cultivars.